Will there be a silver run in 2025? We're going to look into that, folks. I'll give you guys my opinion. This is my opinion only. Also got a breaking news story from the coin shop. I'll let you guys know what that's all about and what I'm going to be doing this evening with a couple in their mid-40s. They're my age, so we're going to try to help them out as best as we can. I'll let you guys know about that. And we will also dive into tariffs at the end of the video. There's some new information just came out from China that I didn't report on this morning's video. So we're going to look into that. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 5,000 subscribers before the end of the year. So if you're not yet subscribed, please help me out. Hit that subscribe key. Hit that all bell. It's absolutely free. Thank you for all the ones who have subscribed already. Let's get into the video right now. 2025, will there be a silver run? You know, nobody knows the future. I'm going to say that right off the bat. I cannot predict when it's going to happen, how soon it's going to happen, but we are seeing let's just talk about silver before we go into gold. Silver has been saying about this flat mode, $31, $32 in the futures market. Okay, we have been right at that level the past few weeks, and I think we're going to hold this level, you know, to the end of the year. What's going to happen in January? I think it's going to take some time for it to go through. Let's see what happens when Trump does come into office. We will keep an eyes on that front. But there's a lot of people saying silver is going to boom in 2025, especially in the first quarter. If we get to $35 silver again, when that happens, I don't believe we're coming back, folks. I think once it hits that 35, I think we're going higher. We just have to wait and see. I was looking at eBay this morning. There's not much out there for me right now. I'm hoping I gave some tips how to find the deals on eBay. I'm hoping some people are finding deals on eBay on the 90%, on the 40% silver, halves on any type of silver out there. Look, I've always said in most of my videos, we have to do cost averaging. That is the number one key to stacking. So my next story is I'm going to get into. I had the shop call me up and ask me to call this couple back. She is 44 and he is 47. They just sold their boat down here in Florida. They paid too much for it. You know, they said it's a money pit. They fixed it up, and they put in about $5,000 into the boat, and they sold it for I think they said about $35,000. It's a nice boat. It's a Boston Whaler boat. It's got all the cabinets underneath. You know, beds. You know, cooking this whatever. According to what they're saying. So they fixed a lot of stuff up in the boat that needed repair. They used it maybe a dozen times, and they said, you know what, the storage fees are so much. Every time we turn around, it's just costing us an arm and a leg. Money, that's been sucking money into it, and they finally just revamped it, soaked the last $5,000 into it, and they said we probably made about $2,000 off the deal. So, I mean, they want to take that boat money, most of that boat money, and start getting silver and gold. So I talked to them, and, you know, they're kind of like me, you know, they're buying when they need stuff. They're stockpiling food a little bit. They don't really go out to eat that much. They don't go to the bar scenes. They don't go to fancy shows or operas or anything like that, or music concerts or anything like that. You know, they're kind of frugal, you know, like myself, you know, and they said, you know, they got a little bit money in the stock market. They're worried about that. They're into tech stocks. They got a little bit of Bitcoin, but, you know, they've been hearing more and more about silver and gold. And so they called one of these on, you know, TV people up, you know, on the cable networks. I'm not going to mention the name. But we have to be careful with that, folks. I'll get in that into a minute. So I'm going to be going in after hours tonight. And how they called us was they know someone who lives in that subdivision with Amin's brother. So they wanted to see if we can get Amin over along with his brother to talk to them also. Amin's brother can't do it tonight, but Amin says he'd be happy to do it. So we will be doing that around 7 p.m. tonight. Yes, it's after hours. I'm working all the time, folks. So it don't matter to me. I think the boss will be there too. And the boss said call them back and they see if they want us to order pizza for them and we can have a supper. So I called them back and they said that sounds great. Yeah, that's fine. So we're gonna give some pizza out and just do that for them and see what happens. See if we can't have a decent sale for the shop tonight. So we will see. I'll report on that in tomorrow morning what happens on that front. But on these TV things we see, buy gold, buy silver now. These companies, they're not all bad, okay? You have to do your own research on this. I always urge people to call around, if they see these TV ads. But a lot of these companies want to sell you off-weighted silver and gold. Fractional. It could be fractional. It could be an off-weight silver. What I mean by off-weight silver, it could be 1 1/4 ounce from Canada, 1 3/4 ounce, 3/4 ounce. I'm not saying these coins are bad. They're great to have. But they charge so much and they say they're rare when they're really not that rare. Okay? So do your due diligence. If you want some tips, I'm going to give you guys 2 companies I feel comfortable with. I've named these 2 companies before. I don't make a dime if you get anything from these 2 companies. So, do as you wish with the information. Liberty and Finance has their own YouTube channel. They work with Miles Franklin, Andy Sheckman, and they do, stuff like this for 401ks. They will help you out if you're looking into that type of situation or if you're looking to vault it. Pinbacks also has Mike and Brian. They're both owners. They're both brothers at Pinbacks. They both own the company, and they're both licensed CPAs as well. They also do 401k transfers. These 2 companies are not going to sell you off-weighted coins for a high-cost premium. If they have the off-weighted coins and that's something you want in your stack, fine. I myself have some 1 1/4 ounce Canadian silver pieces. I got some 1 1/2 ounce. But, I'm not paying, $6, $7, $18, up to $18 I've heard over spot price on some of these coins. And they try to make them some of these companies make them sound that it's so rare, and they're really not so rare out there. So just buyer beware of that situation. So we're going to sit down, like I said, we're going to sit down with those couple tonight and see what happens with them. And, they're worried about leaving money in the bank. And I said, we don't have to do anything tonight. You guys can sleep on it. Take a couple days, whatever the case may be. So we're not pushy people at all. We're going to explain to them. And if this is how we have to do it, help one couple at a time, or help one person at a time, or help 3 or 4 couples at a time, after hours, we're going to do it. We're going to do it because that's the right way of doing business. Because some people need an hour. Some people need 2 hours of education. Some people may need 4 hours. It don't matter how long it takes. There have times, folks, I've sat down with people 2 or 3 hours and sold nothing. But many times we do sell a little bit of something to people. And that's not what we're trying to do. Yeah, we're trying to sell. Yeah, of course. But, we try to explain to people the benefits of having silver and gold. So, and again, people have always asked me, how much silver and gold do you need? Well, again, that depends on your situation. How much do you spend? What your bills are? Do you have enough fiat paper to cover your bills every month? How much extra do you have every single month? These are all questions. What is your lifestyle? Everybody lives a different lifestyle. Some people like going out to eat every single week. Some people like going to the music concerts, football games, basketball games, baseball season when it's in baseball, and they pay high cost tickets for this stuff. People's lifestyles are different. So I cannot tell you personally how much you need. You know, there is math out there where you can get an idea how much you need. And I will be doing another one of those videos very shortly about, you know, about that too. But again, it's just a guide. It's not, you know, perfect information for everybody out there. It's just a guide. Now I'm going to touch on the tariffs once again for the end of the video. Like I promised, China just announced they are now shipping us less goods. This is pre-Trump coming in, and they said they're worried about the Trump tariffs, and it's just a tactic from China now, saying, okay, you want to do this, we're going to start early and ship you less goods. If we get less goods in the country, folks, that's going to be more job loss. That's going to be more job loss at the ports, too. And it's going to be more job loss with truck drivers, all the way right down to your local Walmarts and Targets and any other store. There'll be a trickle-down effect with that, too. Less goods out there, that's going to drive up the prices. And we got the same people buying the same goods. If there's not enough goods on the shelf, guess what? We're having inflation, and that is just more powerful for silver and gold at the end of the day. Now, this will take time for it to trickle through. This is not going to be like an overnight thing. We all know that. It takes time. It could take 6 to 8 months before we start seeing some of these effects. What China said they're already starting plan, all they have done. Look, the warehouses are pretty full right now in most of the country. Walmart's even saying right now, they're not seeing the Christmas flow like they have in years past. People are broke. Those were their words, not mine. And yeah, I do think people have less cash out there because everything is so sky high. I think people are cutting back this year for Christmas. Some people are still trying to spend and selling their silver and gold off. Is this the last hurrah before the dollar collapses? Folks, I can't tell you that, all right? I'm just telling you what I'm seeing out there in the market. Yeah, right now the shop is doing quite well. We're still seeing buying. We're seeing some selling. We're not seeing a lot of selling, though. We are seeing some selling. But at the end of the day, people are starting to wake up. I'm seeing at the shop that I work for more newer people coming into the marketplace because they're scared for whatever reason, okay? For whatever reason, they're scared for. The information is starting to get out there slowly. And people are talking to their friends and family about silver and gold, I do believe. Look, this is how we found that young couple that from that subdivision. Somebody else knew them. And this is how we get the chain rolling. It happens slowly, but it can also happen fast. So if you got extra cash right now, again, not financial advice, something you want in the silver or gold line, if it's available, you might want to pick some more up. I don't care where you buy it from. All I care about is you gain the best deal that you can possibly can for one. Two, it's real silver and gold. That is what my main concern is. I'm not here to try to sell you nothing. I don't have no link for any company in my description of my page. The only link that I put in for is I give you guys my email address, and I give you guys my PayPal link. If you want to donate, you're free to donate. But again, it's never expected from anybody. I thank you all the ones who have donated, though. I do appreciate it. If you like to donate a buck or two, it's appreciated. If you can't do it, I understand, because I don't charge for anything on my channel. I don't charge for a special video. I don't do anything like that. This is all free information for you to enjoy and watch, and for your entertainment purposes only. Again, I'll say it again, not financial advice. So if you folks have questions, email me away. I'll get back to you. If I somehow don't get back to you within 48 hours, again, just say this is my second attempt reaching out. You may have missed my first email. That happens, all right? I'm human. I do miss emails once in a while. So I thank you all for watching. Into the next video, CoinShop Chris is out.